Hi, this is Sean. Welcome to GuitarReferenceGuide.com. Super excited about today's lesson. Today we're going to go through the Major Pentatonic Scale, and we're also going to tie it to the chords all the way up the neck. We're going to be going through a G chord, D chord, and a C chord. On my video about the cage system, I take you through all the different voicings for those chords as well. We're going to look at each one of those voicings, so it would be helpful to look at that video too to just get familiar with them. And we're going to go up the neck. We're going to look at the Major Pentatonic Scale, how it relates to that given chord. It's one of the most widely used scales in guitar, one of the most usable scales in guitar for both creating rhythmic ideas and creating lead ideas. So whether you're playing lead or whether you're playing rhythm, this scale is just gold, works for everything. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, John Mayer, John Five, I mean, everyone essentially uses this scale in a lot of different ways. So today we're gonna learn about it, we're gonna demystify it. So before we get started, I'm just gonna talk about a couple of real basic things with the Major Pentatonic Scale. If you know your Minor Pentatonic Scale, you know your Major Pentatonic Scale. You just have to learn the names of the notes in each of the shapes. So if we took a basic minor pentatonic scale, say A minor pentatonic scale, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5. Probably know that scale. But instead of starting from the 5th fret, we started from the 8th fret. This would be the C major pentatonic scale. Same notes, just starting from a different place. So this would be 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. And there's your Major Pentatonic Scale. As we go through each one of these different voicings up the neck, we're also going to explore some little ideas, rhythmic motifs, and whatnot to help improve your rhythm guitar playing. So I hope you like what you see in this video. Please subscribe. Hope you dig it, and let's get started. Okay, so starting with the G chord, we're going to have basic first position G chord here. Sorry about that, a little loud. And our Major Pentatonic Scale is going to be 3rd fret, open, 2nd fret, open, 2nd fret, open, 3rd fret, open, 3rd fret, open, 3rd fret. So once again, we have our 3rd fret, open A string, 2nd fret, open D, the E note is on the D string, open G, the A note, B note, D note, open E, and G note. So if you took your G chord and you want to play, keep these fingers intact, and you want to play around with that and kind of keeping the chord intact, you can hammer under the 2nd fret of the A string and take it off. That's a great little rhythm there. So if you went, same thing on the next string, the D string. And then when you go to the A string, you would hammer and you would leave it down. So that's the 3rd. So there you're going from the 2 to the 3. And that's the 2 because if you played G major scale, do, re, that's the 2, 1, 2, that would be your 3rd. So that's a very common, you hear that all over. Also hear it there. So once again, that would be your G chord in this position, and that would be your Major Pentatonic Scale. And that's how you could use it with the chord. Now we're going to look at the next voicing. It's going to be our bar chord here at the 3rd fret. Major pentatonic is going to be 3rd fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. The notes are going to be G, A, B, D, E, G, A, B, D, E, G, and you could also go to A, but you could end it here if you wanted to because those are the notes that make the chord. So now if I was to play this chord, more rhythmic idea, I can bar these two strings at the B and the high E, hammer off of the 5th fret of the B string, and that would be my 6. My E, or hammering off of the 9. And that will be this position in the pentatonic scale. Let me move up to the next voicing. Look like this. A little bit harder to play this chord here, but the pentatonic scale we would look at, if we were to play it from all the notes in the scale, it would basically start from here. We'd have 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 4, 7, 5, 8, 5, 7. 7, 5, 8, 5, 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. So now if we were to look at this shape, and within this shape, we'd have to find our G notes to identify the major pentatonic scale. So there's my octave, here's my G note. So the major pentatonic scale in this shape would look like this. There's that My Girl idea again. And that's the major pentatonic scale in this pentatonic shape. I'll move up to the next one. We have this chord voicing. Now, back to this one. You can play that chord and now we move to the next voicing. We have our G chord like this. And let's look at the whole pentatonic scale, both major and minor, all the notes in it would have 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 9, 7, 9, 8, 10, 7, and 10. We go backwards. Now in this shape, our G would be right here at the 10th fret of the A string. And the ending point would be here, the octave. That would be at the 8th fret of the B string. There's my major pentatonic scale here. So if I played this chord, so essentially what I'm doing is I'm sounding out the chord, and then I'm playing little dyads and triads, mostly dyads, in other words, two notes at the same time, and hammering into the different notes of the pentatonic scale. So here I'm playing the 7th fret and the 8th fret, hammering into the 9th fret and taking that finger off. So that works great over a G chord, and so instead of playing a G chord, maybe just play that. Then we can move to the next string. And here we're going to bar the 7th fret. We're going to hammer onto the 9th fret. Take that finger off, pinky here. And there we have our G shape here. So we have hammer onto the 3rd. And there's our root note to resolve to. Pentatonic scale here. Now I move up to the next chord, which would look like this. This would be my G chord at the 10th fret. And my pentatonic scale, if I played all the notes, would look like this. shape, there's not as many things you can do, but there are some. So right now I'm playing all the notes in this shape. So the major pentatonic scale here would be 10, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12. Those would now be my octave. Now we're going to move to the last one. This is going to be our octave. This is just like playing a G chord. We're playing it up at the 12th fret. Now here we have our classic pentatonic shape. Starting at the 12th fret, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. Excuse me. So now if we start instead at the G and end on the G, there's my pentatonic scale. And so a lot of riffs we could do here would sound like this. And so that would be my G chord all the way up the neck. So we started with this one. And the last one was here, before that. And we have this voicing. And here. Up to this position starting from the 3rd fret. And then where we started at the G. And that would be your G's. Now we're going to go to D. Now the good news here is now for the D, the shapes are all going to look the same. D, here would have D in the 1st position. So if we looked at the pentatonic scale here, we're going to have open D, E, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, and 3rd fret. Or now you can also go outside, extend above and below where the scale tone starts. Now if we looked at this voicing, this would be our next voicing. And here it would look like this. Same as G. G we were playing at the 10th fret here. This is the 5th fret. So it's always good to look at all the notes because then you can come back. Always resolve to that D note. D shape here. There's my pentatonic scale. And then if you can play all the notes, but you just want to resolve on the D to outline that pentatonic idea. Next voicing. This is like our G shape. Probably the most common voicing here, a common used one as well. So we have 10, we have 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, move to the next one. Same as G at the 3rd fret, but here we're at the 10th fret. 10, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12, 9, 11, 10, 12, 10, 12. Then we move up to the next D, which would be all the way up the neck here. And this is the octave, and we've already played all that, so that would be our D. Now we're going to go to C. For C, we're going to have, obviously, the first position here. So here, a couple of things that work great. Hammering, first of all, the major pentatonic scale will be 3rd fret, open, 2nd fret, open, 2nd fret, 1st fret. If we look at the other notes in the pentatonic scale, 3rd fret, open, 3, 1, 2, open, 2, open, 3, open, 3, or G, open, and back. So this is a cool little riff here. We play open, G, and B, and then end on E. It's the 3rd. And then playing open D, hammering into the 3rd. First position with C. We look at this C voicing. This is our G shape, and here we have major pentatonic starting from the 8th fret. To the 8th fret. Same as the G, but we're playing at the 8th fret. 8, 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 9, 8, 10, 8, 10. And then we're back to where we started, the octave. So we have G, D, and C. So a good goal would be to keep these chords close together and use the major pentatonic licks so you don't have to go all over the neck. So if I was to take G, then I went to the D here, and the C here, and then back to the G. Then we move up to the next position and we do the same thing here. Here's our C here, or our G here. My D would be here, or here. Now I'm back to the C with this shape though. So as you can hear, the pentatonic ideas really outline the chord. Then I come up to the G here. I'm going to go to the D. And then the C. and you just keep working your way up the neck. So hope you enjoyed this lesson. That was a lot of stuff on the major pentatonic scale. Taking apart any Hendrix tune, Stevie Ray Vaughan tune, you see a lot of these same licks up the neck with all these different voicings. So also please refer to the PDF. That'll be very helpful when going through this video as well. Have a great day and see you later.